Nagano.
Nagano?
Nagano. It's a city of Nagano, prefecture Nagano. Do you remember that Winter Olympic in Japan?
Yeah.
Like what, 10, 15 years ago? What was that? Right? That's where I was born.
Robbie, can you sit back like a...
Okay.
Back a little bit. There you go.
Do you have siblings, and what do they do?
Siblings?
I have my sister, elder sister, and an elder brother. My sister is 3 years older. My brother is 9 years older. And my brother is, I don't know what he's doing now. He's doing his own stuff. And my sister living with my mom, and she used to be a pianist, teaching piano to kids. Now also she teaches singing, and then she started some non-profit organization to help some kids, young kids needs help. It's called Ikiru.
Can you spell that, please?
Ikiru. Can't you do that? Ikiru.
What did your parents do for a living?
My dad, he passed away in 1998. He was what is that called? He works for the police.
Policeman?
No, police in Japan, but he was a communication specialist. So you remember that the radio that the police car used? He was in charge of those radio in one of the prefectures. So when I was in Nagano, he actually made towers. Remember when you see that the little mountain, you see those towers relays radio signals? He actually went up the mountain with a truck and built the actually towers so that they can relays. And especially Nagano has so many mountains, hill, so each hill has to have it to cover everything. So that's what he was doing.
Wow.
Then my mom was staying home mom, and then took care of all of us every day.
Okay, when did you come to the United States, and why, and how long have you been here?
Part one question. That was 1981,
And why?
and I came to I decided to do a study abroad from Japan's point of view, and that's went to University of Pennsylvania Graduate School of Fine Arts. So today that department is called the School of Design. So I was majored in architecture. So I got master's degrees in architecture. Also I got city planning masters also. And the last question was how many?
There's 15.
What? No, there was a subset. How? Did you say how long?
Yeah. How
So
long have you...
been in the U.S.?
Yeah.
So you do a math. I came in 1981. Today is 2002.
So like 20... No, 30 years?
Huh?
32.
That's 32 years now? Wow. That's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You weren't even born! What about that? Yeah.
How did you become a U.S. citizen, and are you one?
No, I'm not. I didn't become American because I'm scared of Americans. I don't want to be one of them. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with being Japanese. So I have the visa called with a permanent. What is it called that? Permanent residency. So I have those card tell me I can live and work here. So I think each 10 years I have to extend that one.
The green card.
Are you an alien?
Yeah, known as a green card. Yeah, I'm an alien.
You're an alien?
Yeah, it used to call it green. Now it said alien card. Yeah, it said so on it. I'm an alien.
Okay.
That's why I told you I came from Mars.
That's why those alien cards are green.
That's right.
Okay. What do you find the biggest difference between Japan and the U.S.?
Japan's clean. You got started. You know, when you go to a train station, that's the one thing, or an airport, right? So when you get to the train station, the one thing you notice, especially Philadelphia, is dirty. You know, if you go to a D.C., I went to Portland, Oregon, they're much cleaner. Especially Philadelphia, it's dirty. You know, got much better, but when I first came here, was like 80s, they weren't really clean. You know, graffitis everywhere, everything is on the floor. While in Japan, you know, a couple of guys cleaning every second. So there's nothing you find, you know, on the platform. Also, same with the street. So that's the one thing I noticed immediately. Cleanness difference. But also that in terms of how we act, here you're more individuals, right? So you do your own things, that's okay. But there, you're supposed to cooperate with other people, respect other people, think about what they do, think about what they're gonna say, think about what you should say, you know, all those kind of things. So it's more, you have to think every day. You have to take care of your relationship with all other people. You know, once now I'm here like 20, 30 years, now I don't have that sense anymore. So I don't take care of other people. So you,
So
that's
really,
you.
We should
You,
really move to
you.
Japan.
And you know what? If you think about it, it's close to England. England, a small island, right? So Japan, a small island. In some way, England and Japan, they have some kind of a similar mentality, island mentality. While the U.S. is like China, they have a more bigger land mentality. So that's the main difference. That's good things to tell everybody.
Okay, how often do you visit Japan now, and do you miss your family?
Yeah, I miss my family, but you know, I have a good family and friends, so I'm pretty happy. But we try to go there at least, you know, once in a year. Try to. It's quite expensive, so, but you know, trying to see once a year. Because my mom is now 90, so you know, I should go more often.
How long does it take to get there?
How long does it take to get there?
Like 15 minutes.
Maybe 22 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. It takes almost all day, right? You leave door to door is usually about 20 to 24 hours. Yeah, and the airplanes, you know, it's like 14 hours airborne. In the plane, it's 14 hours. You know, then it's land. Once land, bounce a couple of times and land it. Then I have to, you know, when my brother was more healthy and then, you know, we were closer at that time, long time ago, was that he sent somebody to pick me up at airport and then get there. So it was easy. Now that service is gone. So we have to take a train to Tokyo. In Tokyo, we changed to Japanese bullet train. You heard that fast train?
Bullet
Right?
train,
Bullet
yeah.
train.
Don't you have to wait like 10 hours, though?
What?
Don't you have to wait like 10 hours?
No,
get
it
on
comes every 15 minutes. Train system in Japan is like, if you don't watch around, train's gone. And they stop like 30 seconds. You have to get in 30 seconds. Otherwise, they go, sayonara, you know? So, from there, it's another hour and a half. Then get to the train. Then many times we pick up the rental car. And it takes about 30-40 minutes to get to the final destination.
How fast do the trains go?
You
Bullet
see?
train? Bullet train.
Bullet train.
That's like 5 miles an hour.
500.
No, I think it's like a what? 200 kilometers per hour. So 130,
120.
130 is the average speed, 200. So at a certain point, when you go straight, there's a section go to the mountain, just, you know, like all those tunnels and stuff, nothing around, just go. And the tunnel, you get those shocking waves come boom. So your ears go woof. So Sarah, she had a problem with the woof. But I have those, you know, I can change the pressure here. Yeah.
Who is Sarah?
Who is Sarah?
Well, that's the kind of question you have in the following question, don't they?
Who is Sarah?
Yeah. Sarah is my wife.
Is she American?
No, she's Jewish.
Hey,
Oops.
I'm gonna come over and
Oh boy.
So can we call that an
American-
American Jew?
Hmm?
American Jew?
What? 90% of about, you know, Americans Jewish, aren't they?
Not quite.
Because around here, everybody Jewish.
That's true.
You know, about 1 out of 5 people is what is it called that? Rabbis. I guess Mount Airy is like that, isn't it?
What is a kimono and what does it cost?
Kimono is the Japanese traditional clothing, right? So, if you haven't seen it, how do you explain?
2 more questions.
Hold on.
So, Rob,
What?
if you want to look, that is full kimono. Very fancy, only for weddings and anything else, or only weddings?
Huh?
The kimono you're in for our wedding, is it only for weddings or other purposes also?
Well, it's a special occasion.
Special occasion.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's
2 more
full
questions. What is your favorite Japanese restaurant?
Oh, here in the U.S., that's Sagami in Collinswood, New Jersey. Yep, that's the best. Haven't you been before? You did. Yeah, we went there. Mhm.
Okay, what do you prefer, Japanese baseball or American baseball?
You have to say. I have to say.
Japanese,
Or
American.
that's a tough one. I like both of them, but I don't know. American versus Japanese baseball. The difference is
And now
in
it's
a
come back to
pro.
Naomi.
When you go to
Naomi's
stadium,
old enough, this will be
it
full
gets
of pro.
crazy over there. Each game is like everybody waves, everybody sing, everybody do loud noise. It's the best. See, here's like everybody drinking beer and eat some, hot dogs, you know, that kind of way. While there is like, wah, So if you love baseball, you should go to visit one of the real Japanese pro. Go to stadium, like one in Tokyo. That'd be good.
And then
Would
when
you like to say goodbye in Japanese?
どうもありがとうございました。
Could you do that again?
どうもありがとうございました。
Wait, don't cry, baby. You know what? Let's get you changed.